so good. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video I talked to you guys about workout motivation, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about staying motivated to eat healthy. How do I stay motivated to eat healthy? So I want to share that with you. Oh my god, yeah, I need a haircut. It's time up. Before we get started, let's go for a haircut. Let me groom myself up, look pretty, and then we can get started. Okay, don't forget the mask. We're like robots these days. I just got back home and you cannot believe what happened to me at work. This is what happened.
48 hours later.
I started working out because I wanted to lose weight, but over the years working out has become something that makes me feel good, because actually if you go and do your research, working out helps release dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone. A lot of us get it from other artificial things these days, like watching Netflix, like porn, like eating too much. There's so many other things, but you could get it naturally by working out, or some people get it from coffee too. So for me, on days when I work out, it makes me feel accomplished. I'm like, oh my god, I've worked out. Then the next thing is automatically going to happen. These days I'm taking cold showers. I'll take a cold shower, I'll take my vitamins, I'll have a healthy meal. So these habits just keep building on each other, and I've built these habits over the years. That's the reason I like to work out. It makes me feel good, and when I feel good, emotions are energy in motion, and they continue like that. Full disclosure guys, I've been trying to get back on track this week because I'm one of those people that when I don't work out, I'm more likely not to put in the work. So last week, because I was slacking, as I mentioned in the previous video, I wasn't eating quite as healthy, and that's what inspired me to make this video. I get this a lot. Oh my god, why is it that I'm always starting a diet or a workout plan or whatever it is that you're starting, and in the beginning you're always putting in the work, but along the way you kind of seem to start slacking or something like that. Let me just break this ice to you. It's normal. Everyone goes through it. I might be here preaching about wellness, eating healthy. I don't do it 100% of the time. I do it 80% of the time. And last week I wasn't eating really healthy. I have a sweet tooth, so for 3 nights last week I was eating a pack of cookies, but I legit was going through a down moment, and I thought, why not talk to you guys about it? Now of course, before I start giving you some tips on how to stay motivated, it is very important to understand why you keep falling off track, or why I keep falling off track. Now, as you guys know, I'm one of those people that track my habits. If you've been keeping up with the Level Up Diaries, you probably already know this by now. So the process of understanding why you always keep falling off track is quite simple, and you guys who are doing the Be Your Own Babe bootcamp know this. I actually walked you through this. If you don't know what the Be Your Own Babe bootcamp is, it's an online free 7-day online bootcamp with workout videos. You work out with me, a meal plan, a guide on how you can stay healthy, and a bunch of other topics regarding the challenges a lot of us face on our weight loss journey. If you're interested in any of that stuff, feel free to join the bootcamp. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box down below. Anyway, talking too much, the first step to understanding why you always binge is be kind to yourself. This is something I never used to do in the past. Every time I used to binge, I used to be like, oh my god, Sheila, you're a loser, you're this, you're that. But if you have watched my rice experiment video where I was explaining to you guys how words determine your future, then you probably know what I'm going to say right now. If you're not kind to self, the world is very cruel. If you're one of the people that are being cruel to yourself, then who is going to be kind to you? So start by being kind to you and being like, oh my god, Sheila, you made a mistake and it's okay, so what are we going to do moving forward? That is the first step. The second thing I always do, which is actually a part of the Be Your Own Babe bootcamp that I mentioned earlier, is I keep a list of every event that happens prior to me binge eating. The reason why I keep this list is because I want to understand, when do I binge? Like, what are the habits prior to me binging? Because if you do not know, every action that you do happens because something has triggered it to happen. So something has triggered you to binge eat or just get off track of whatever it is you're doing. Step number 3 is writing 3 things on each and every one of those things that are my triggers that I'm going to do the next time they happen, as opposed to getting off track. In this way, what you're trying to do is manipulate your habits to start changing from what they are used to a new system. Now you also have to understand that this is going to take time, and I've actually just taken you briefly through it. If you go to the 7-day Be Your Own Babe bootcamp, you will get an in-depth step-by-step process on how you can actually tackle this. Moving on to the tips. By the way, you guys, do you see this dress? I don't know if you remember it. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably know this dress. I got this dress today. Welcome to Sheila After Dark, by the way. I got this dress that doesn't look so nice. This is what it looks like on the this is what it looks like on the girl. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. This is what it looks like on me. I showed you what it looked like on the dummy, and it looked really good on the dummy, and when I wore it I didn't look so good, but it's a very good booty it's a very good booty shaking dress. Oh my god, I don't know why I do shit like that, but that is the shit that I do in my own personal space, and I'm always in my personal space. Anyway, my first tip is make eating healthy your default setting. Now I know this is kind of for the people that are advanced, but let me explain how you can make eating healthy your default setting. I don't know if you know this, but we crave what we feed our bodies, and if you're constantly eating healthy, you're going to crave healthier stuff. So that means you're going to stick to a healthier lifestyle. Now if you are a beginner to this healthy lifestyle, what do? There's a lot of people that think you should wake up and change everything. Like, today I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to work out, I'm going to do everything good. No honey, it does not happen like that. Ideally, what I always preach and I always tell my clients to do is take it one step at a time. Start with changing one meal. If you're the kind of person that has trouble like binge eating and you snack on certain things at night that are less nutritious, start by switching out that snack for a nutritious snack and change the habit slowly by slowly. Don't start by bombarding yourself and changing all your meals at once. That is a recipe for failure in most cases, and you're putting yourself on so much pressure. I know there are people that can do it, but for most people can't do it, and I always urge you to do it one step at a time, because that way it becomes a lifestyle as opposed to something that you're doing right now, and when you get the results you leave it. Because when you get results and you leave it, what happens? You go back to your old life. So that's it. Tip number 2, another important one, is make your decision process super easy. What do I mean by that? Let me show you my fridge. Every time I feel the need to have something unhealthy, especially when I'm at home, I know the shops are quite far, I look in my fridge and 95% of the things in my fridge are super nutritious. Let's check it out. Here I have my vegan burger patties. I have some avocado, beans, lentils. This is a mango, spinach, sweet potato, African bananas. It's basically healthy stuff, fruits. You look at that, and here I have mayo, but this mayo is for my hair. So basically most of that stuff, I have plant-based milk, eggs. That is how I set myself up for greatness. I make sure that all the stuff I have around are clean. And you guys know I also have a sweet tooth. If I want to make something really sweet, one of the things I love so much is cookies and chocolate. So I make chocolate chip cookies. That means even when I want to make a sweet treat, it's going to be sugar-free, because I always have bananas, I always have fruit to just sweeten my stuff naturally. And even if I want fast food, you guys, I know you can order for food online, but I'm one of those people that are on a budget, so I always made my budget. I've been falling off my budget a lot lately, especially last week, but still I keep within my budget, and most of the times I don't order out because I'm on a budget. Tip number 3. Now this tip is actually going to be in line with something that I always preach, and I'm going to put here. If you go on my Instagram, you will find it, which by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you waiting for? Anyway, one thing I really believe in, and I had it some time back, I don't even know where I had it, is that they say knowledge is power, and knowledge about self is self-empowerment. Tip number 3 is going to be learn your patterns and the way you do things. What do I mean by learn your patterns? It means learn when you get hungry, learn what you crave for, learn what your hunger means, and all these things about yourself. For example, I'm one of those people that don't really feel hungry in the morning. Because I don't feel hungry in the morning, you shouldn't eat just because, oh my god, it's breakfast, you need to eat. No, breakfast technically means breaking your fast, and it doesn't matter if you do it in the morning or much later. So you listen to your your body, and if you're not hungry, probably the night before you ate too much, then don't eat. And then if you're the kind of person that knows that you snack much later in the night, what do you normally snack on? You ask yourself. And if you find out you normally snack on sweet things, I'm giving examples of myself, and you guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you snack on, and I can give you guys tips or whatever question it is that you have. So I know that I snack at night. Then I started to watch what I eat during the day. I'm like, what do I eat normally during the day? And during the day, sometimes I don't eat fruits. On days that I don't make smoothies, I haven't been making smoothies lately, and I don't eat that much fruit. I'm one of those people that don't eat fruit, but I like them when they are in smoothies. So if I'm not taking smoothies, then later I'm going to have this sweet craving, which my body actually does need for energy. And you find that I'm always snacking at night on different things. But yeah, of course I'm snacking because I didn't feed my body right. Or you find yourself eating so much at night, and then when you try to analyze what you were eating during the day, you were not really eating. You were eating stuff that wasn't nutritious. And one thing also you need to know, by the way, this is very important, is that every time you eat something and it's not nutritious, like you have a pizza or a burger or fries, yes, you're going to feel full, but as long as your body doesn't get the nutrients it needs, you're still going to be hungry, so you're still going to be overeating. Tip number 4 on how you can stay healthy is don't starve yourself. So there is a lot of people that believe that you have to starve yourself in order to lose weight. I actually have a girl that texted me a couple of days back, and she goes like, on days that I don't eat, I find that I lose weight. Honey, you're losing water weight, not real weight. And this is one of the things that always make us get off our healthy eating journey. We always starve ourselves, but we don't know that the more we starve, the more we are messing with our nutrients in the body, and the more you lack nutrients, the more you're bound to binge much later. So don't starve yourself. If you're one of those people that believe, oh my god, carbs are going to make me fat, which by the way, I have a video breaking down all those weight loss myths. Carbs are not going to make you fat. You are making yourself fat with the way you consume the carbs. The carbs have nothing to do with it. For every comfort food out there, there is an equally healthy, nutritious meal that you can make. That is why I created Munch's Meets Healthy Food Porn ebook, because you get healthier versions of most of the comfort foods that we normally eat. If you want to get yourself a copy, feel free to check it out. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box down below. Oh my god, you guys, something before I forget, something just crossed my mind, which is going to be the next tip. Allow yourself to adjust whenever something doesn't go your way. I don't know if this happens to you, but for me this normally used to happen every time I'm on a diet and I mess up one tiny thing, like I have a piece of chocolate, I'm like, I've cheated, I might as well continue with my eating whatever I'm eating. And you really haven't cheated. Like, you have to learn to forgive yourself and be kind to yourself, because if you're not kind to yourself and you don't forgive yourself, you're bound to keep going in circles of, oh my god, I started a diet and I cheated and then I just continue cheating, I'll start again tomorrow. That's when you do, I'll start again tomorrow, I'll start again tomorrow, and you keep on that vicious cycle of starting again tomorrow without even actually putting in the work, because you keep thinking that you've cheated yet you haven't. Alright, time is running out for me. It's actually 8:12 and it's getting late. I need to make some dinner, and I know I've shared tips with you on how you can stay healthy, but most of them were about habit creation. When it comes to the actual food, things that you could do in order for you to stay healthy, I also did mention this briefly earlier, is start with one meal at a time. You don't have to start with all these many meals. Just start with one meal at a time and then build your way up. Then the second thing, of course, is make healthier versions of all the meals that you like, because when you start making healthier versions, your taste buds start to crave that, and in the future, every time you binge eat, you're going to binge eat on the healthier option, which is not good for you, but it's a lot better than you binging on stuff that is less nutritious. That's why I always have healthy food in my house, so that I set myself up for greatness. And then the other thing about food is eat the food you love. Oh my god, you guys, this kind of ties in with the previous one, but eat the food you love. Because if you start eating stuff like, oh my god, because I'm on a healthy streak, I'm going to eat boiled broccoli, I'm going to eat boiled rice, I'm going to eat, dude, no. Mix it up, plan to use your herbs, because when it comes to healthy eating, by the way, the trick is in the herbs and the spices and how you mix and match them. That is why I'm cooking right now, so that I can show you one of my, I've never done it before, this is my first time doing it, but I'm going to make a vegetarian curry, because the weather is getting colder, and because it's getting colder, it's the perfect time for curries. So yeah, I'm going to make a really quick vegetarian curry. Now let me tell you something, I love meat, or I loved meat just before my vegan week, you guys. I loved meat so much, but after my vegan week, Not that I'm not eating meat, I am eating meat. It's just I just find myself eating way more veggies than meat. You guys, do you know what this fruit is? I asked you guys on Instagram and most of you guys said you didn't know what it was. So this is what it is. It's a cactus fruit. Have you guys ever seen a cactus fruit? I didn't even know that cactus had fruit, but this thing is so good. Alright guys, let me get started with making this delicious curry. Oh my god, you guys, it smells so good already without even putting everything in. So I let this simmer for a while because the sweet potatoes take longer to get ready. Now I'm just going to add some tomatoes and red bell peppers. Then I'm going to add the cauliflower. What I like to add is this coconut aminos. Coconut aminos is a replacement for soy sauce, but it has 90% less sodium. I actually do have soy sauce here, and this is how you can make sure that you stay healthy by making healthy swaps. I do have soy sauce here, the original soy sauce, but this one is full on sodium and this one is 90% less sodium. You can actually taste the difference. So I just decided to add this last minute. This is canned carrots and peas. And last but not least, for flavor, I'm just going to add some fresh coriander and just let it cook. I just like to pinch it with my hand so I don't damage it so much. You could use a knife if you want. I'm going to add nutritional yeast. I have to kneel down to be in that shot. And just a few tablespoons, because nutritional yeast is supposed to be like the replacement for cheese. It gives it that cheesy flavor. And instead of using cheese, also I'm lactose intolerant, I would prefer to use this, as well as a dash of oat milk to make it creamy. Alright, so while this is getting ready, what I'm going to tell you about is keeping healthy snacks around your house. You guys, if anyone knows me, I'm the cookie monster, and that's what was going on last week. I ate so many cookies because I'm a sucker for the cookie monster. Anyway, I always have healthy snacks around the house, and you guys know I normally have granola, chocolate chips, fruits and all that stuff, but I found these dried mangoes that I actually happen to really like. They look like this. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my meal. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it to be notified when I upload a new video. As always, don't forget to stay motivated, be patient, trust the process and spread the love. I will see you in the next one. Bye.